The early bird caught glory on a cold and bitter morn, but the second mouse kept breathing long enough to steal the prize. So don't cheer for every winner, some are only first to fall, 'cause the trap snaps shut on heroes while the quiet ones take all. The early bird gets headlines, the second mouse gets cheese, and somewhere in the back room, that's enough for me.
Okay, hello, we are here. How is everybody doing? I notice we've already got some people in chat. That is fantastic. Right now, yo, right now we've got me and R2 here. Let me just get up so I can see the comments. There we go. R2 Litu, how do you do?
Hi, good afternoon, Roda. Good afternoon,
Great picture, by the
everyone.
way.
It's a good picture. I did. Like I said, I stole it from a Facebook post by from the Glasgow Herald. So but it just shows you the sort of unite the kingdom and all the united colours of everyone, including the yellow jackets at the front there. So the Gilets jaunes representing apparently as well.
What was that?
The Gilets jaunes
Oh yeah.
not officially, of course, but no. Thank you for having me, and yeah, good to see people in chat. Hi, how you doing, Stephen? Hello, Andrea. Hello, Sardoc. Hello, Lore. Yeah.
Indeed. So we've got where's my face gone? How rude. There we go.
He found his face. Wow.
Yeah. So obviously we'll say hello to Andrea. Hello to Sardoc. Hello to Law. And who else do we have here? We have Stephen.
Stephen Bromby, of course. Oi.
I think that is everybody we've got in chat so far, and that's great. This is only the second time we've tried to do a show at this time of day, so not exactly expecting to be busy. So this is going to be kind of a forgot his face. Yeah.
Oh, look at Byron too. Hi, Byron.
I forget my face if it wasn't screwed on. There we go. And Byron is here. Awesome. If this is a good time for you, feel free to come in. That would be awesome. Just let me know.
Minnesota. I can't do the accent. I can just say Minnesota. That's all. That's my best Minnesota accent.
Yeah. One of the several towns that I grew up in, partially, or got older and taller in. I don't think I grew up. That had a nightclub called Minnesota's. I don't know if it's still there.
All right.
So, Doc, as much as I completely agree with the statement, that is not breaking news.
Oh, but it's always fun to stay. It's always fun to sing, isn't it?
You can buy her. You can buy her.
Wrong one. I really need to sort out the thumbnails here.
You can't buy me a beer unless you agree Keir Starmer is a twat.
There we go.
Farmer's a wanker. I can't sing it very loud because the White Stripes will be copyright striking us or something.
Yeah. Actually, Jack White has gone on record as saying that anyone on the right is not allowed to use a song. Which considering the amount it was being chanted all the way across London on Saturday is
royalty. Yeah.
I do wish pop stars would stop trying to get involved in politics. Like pop stars, movie stars, and anybody who's completely like in that bubble where they don't actually have to go out and buy their own groceries, drive their own cars unless they're sports cars.
That's right. They've
tie their own fucking shoelaces.
They live in gated communities. They've got security and all that. Yeah.
That shit about what was it, Billie Eyelash or whatever she's called. Oh, no one's illegal on stolen land. Then she finds out that she's on stolen land and refuses to leave.
Yeah.
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 Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Yeah. No.
Sardock says, I can't sing for my life, but I was belting that shit. Yeah, I know. I was stood right next to you. I think we've got a recording of it. Maybe we can play that on tomorrow's show. Tomorrow, me and Sardock are doing a special where we're going to talk about our actual lived experience at said rally, because we went down there.
Yes.
And I mean, spoilers, but it was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad
So-
nothing untoward happened to you guys. Obviously, we were hearing that there were some arrests and stuff on the day, but they never stipulate what side the arrests are from. You know, they say
No.
there were something like 44 arrests.
Yeah,
and
I think there were 41 arrests overall across both opposing rallies,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
rumor has it that about 3 of them were on our side. So,
Perfect. Well, I heard that
you were right next to me. You haven't gone deaf. I was already deaf.
I heard that the bodyguard chap. Do you ever watch Charlie Veach at all?
The name sounds familiar. Might be something that I click on, but I don't know who it is.
He's a Scottish YouTuber that he was going around showing, some of the uncouth types that are hanging around in the city centre of Manchester or various kind of towns and stuff. He would go and videotape what was happening. Videotape? How old am I? Oh my god. Anyway, but he got to the stage where Sardock knows. It got to the stage where he had to get a bodyguard, and he got this guy Fred the bodyguard.
Oh yes, I have seen that. Yeah.
Apparently, Fred got nicked on the day. I think he was probably goaded by some horrible lefties into defending himself, and the police have used that opportunity to nick him, and he spent some hours in the pokey. But apparently he is free now, so possibly that was one of the arrests on the United Kingdom side.
Yeah, there was another one where somebody got arrested just for getting off the train. They didn't even go to the rally. They just got arrested because of who they were when they got off the train. So, and that's confirmed.
Okay.
Which is,
presumably there was something
about the UK government, really.
What was that? Sorry. Hello. Are we still live?
I think you've gone a little bit underwater again.
Okay, I think my internet had a bit of a hiccup there. Am I back? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay,
just
good.
about.
Okay.
Just about.
So yeah, that guy that they got from the coming off the train, he must have had something. They were probably looking for him already or something.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Like I say, this is supposed to be like an off the cuff one. So that's why I've not planned any particular stories. That's why there was nothing apart from the mice in the thumbnail. And there is one that's only just come up, which I think we're going to enjoy covering. But first, let's deal with chat. Andrea says, I agree. Actors, actresses, and singers should not be in politics. That is correct.
Yeah.
Stephen says, Billie Eyelash barely has a credible thing to say about music, let alone politics.
I mean, she's got a style. I'll give her that. She definitely has a.
No, she hasn't. She took a photo of Avril Lavigne and took it to the hairdressers.
No, I don't mean I don't mean a fashion. I mean like a singing style. A musical style that's it's quite identifiable. I'll give her that. I don't particularly enjoy it, but She's got a musical identity. I'll give her that.
Okay, Sardot thinks it might have been my connection. It won't be my connection. It might have been my VPN having a wobble. It won't be my connection because that's wired.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of seemed to lose contact with everything there. It was weird. I felt kind of,
I am about to lose contact now, by the way. So I don't know,
no.
sing or something.
What are we? Oh no, why are we losing connection? VPNs.
And
Everyone
I'm
should
back.
have a VPN, apparently, until they make them illegal, in which case you should get more VPNs.
Yeah, like the thing is, how on earth do you police that? Because, like,
Yeah, good question.
I mean,
Yeah,
how?
I
Because
don't know.
if your computer is telling the internet somewhere else, then I don't know what are the police going to see that I've got a VPN and go and knock on some random house in New York now?
Yeah, I mean they're going to have to
Because
send.
that's where I'm apparently broadcasting from,
They have to send.
and it was Buffalo earlier.
They'll have to send VPN inspectors around to everyone's house and check all your devices at all times. It'll be like TV and it'll be like television license inspectors. You
Oh,
know?
if only they did that in the 90s, we'd probably have like a spoof version of VPL inspectors going around.
I said that to my brother last night. Actually, I was trying to say it to. Do you have a visible panty line for your internet? And he was like, "What?" I meant a VPN. My brother sometimes doesn't understand my sense of humor, but it's okay.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's right up my street. Unlike my internet connection.
Yeah, exactly, it's in Buffalo apparently. Nice.
Right.
Exotic.
Do you remember the multimillionaire Duncan Bannatyne?
I do, from Dragon's Den. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he's a good Scot. I like
Yeah.
Duncan. Yeah.
well, apparently he's on our side, so you're probably going to enjoy this story.
Yes.
Now, excuse me while I get it up.
Hey, it's a bit early for that, but you know, why not?
Why not indeed? Why not indeed? So,
Afternoon delight and all that. Anyway, yep, carry on.
right, Duncan Bannatyne withdraws Andy Burnham support as BBC Dragon's Den star rips into politicians' trans views. Here we go. Duncan Bannatyne, the Scottish entrepreneur who rose to fame on the BBC's Dragon's Den, has withdrawn his backing for Andy Burnham's aspirations to lead the Labour Party and become Prime Minister. Yes. The businessman announced on social media platform X on Wednesday that he could no longer support the Greater Manchester Mayor after learning of his position on transgender women using female facilities. Mr. Bannatyne had initially thrown his weight behind Mr. Burnham for both the Makerfield by-election and future Labour leadership challenge against Keir Starmer. However, the gym chain owner stated that he was unable to continue that support upon discovering Mr. Burnham's beliefs. Trans women should be permitted to access women's toilets. And there he is. Kind of looks like somebody else. He's much older than when he was on the telly, isn't he?
He is a lot older, and he didn't have the
Still a
beard
cool guy, though.
before. Yeah, he didn't have the beard before.
That'll be it, won't it? Because he's got a great
Yeah.
beard. Cool.
Yeah.
I can see that. I've got loads of grey hair in my beard, and I'm only 41. In his post on X, Mr. Bannatyne declared, "But I cannot do that now that I found out he says trans women, i.e. men, should be allowed to use the ladies' toilets." Can you say that in Scottish?
Hold on. Right. Let's see. But I can't. Hang on. Go away. My screen's not letting me.
Oh no.
There we go. No, fuck. But I cannot do that now that I found out he says trans women, i.e. men, should be allowed to use the ladies' toilets.
I can never support anyone that does this. Biological women must have single sex spaces, of course. I mean, that only stands for a reason, doesn't it?
Of course, and in
I-
that he totally agrees with Graham Linehan, which is he's
Yeah,
he's based also. So
yeah, yeah. Graham Linehan's doing pretty well at the moment.
yeah, I saw an
He's
interview.
getting win after win.
Yeah, I saw an interview with him the other day, and yeah, it sounded like he was feeling a lot more positive. So that's
Yeah,
good.
we'll most likely be covering that on Shitegeist tomorrow.
Oh, great! Yeah, cool.
The health club magnate has long been a vocal advocate for sex segregated facilities. As owner of the Bannatyne Group, which operate, I wonder what he named that after. Which operates 69 nice health clubs across the UK, has previously committed to removing non-binary options from his company's app. He has also warned that allowing people to self-declare their gender poses a risk to women and girls. Yes, that is because he's not an idiot.
Yeah. Duncan Bannatyne lives in reality. Newsflash. Yeah.
Andy Burnham is said to be looking for a route back to Westminster. That is a really great title for the picture. I mean, Jesus Christ. You hear about like dates going badly and people crawling out of the window of the ladies' toilet. He's probably going to put on a dress and try and crawl in it. On the matter of changing rooms, Mr. Bannatyne has been characteristically blunt, stating penises in one changing room, non-penises in the other. Fair. Mr. Burnham has a well-documented history of supporting gender self-identification policies. In 2019, he joined fellow Labour mayors Sir Sadiq Khan, Dan Jarvis and Steve Rotherham for signing a letter urging that self-identification become law to transform the lives of trans people. No, the lives they are transforming is the women and girls who have their spaces invaded by men in dresses. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't care if they've had surgery or not. I don't care if they've had hormone treatment or not. They still had XY chromosomes. They still bought larger, stronger bodies.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
suppose we could have a halfway house that there's a space specifically for trans people, but
Yeah. Yeah. In my opinion,
it's a difficult topic, I know, but it is XX and XY. That is all there is.
yeah, in my opinion, these are people who are making a choice, and all of the results of that choice are, these are the consequences they have to, be aware of when they make that choice.
Yeah.
And I personally think it's a dumb choice. So, you know, it's. I'm also slightly offended by Sir Sadiq Khan. That's
Yeah, that's true. That is
why
true.
why would you ennoble a man like that? I don't know. I don't.
And until I heard I think it was Alex Belfield started referring to him as sad IQ.
Right.
I used to call him sad Dick Can't.
Right. Yeah.
But I think Belfield's version's better.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
No,
Mayor's
I
Road.
don't know. It's not about the same. I think you did okay there. I think you did okay.
The Mayor's wrote, "It is time to listen to the voices of our trans and non-binary communities and proceed with reforming this legislation to ensure that it benefits communities it was intended to support.
Right.
Or we could reopen the asylums."
Yep.
Okay, this is Duncan's actual tweet. "Last week I decided to throw my support behind Andy Burnham for leadership of the Labour Party and onto PM. But I cannot do this now that I find out he says trans women, i.e. men, should be allowed to use the ladies' toilets. I can never support anyone who does this." Yep. Beast. The Greater Manchester Mayor has also criticised government guidance barring biological males from women's lavatories, calling it confusing for transgender individuals. No, they were already confused. That's why they chopped their cocks off. Last year, he declined to endorse interim guidance from the Equality and Human Rights Commission stating that only biological women should use female toilets and changing rooms in 2022. Mr. Burnham described the view that biological males should be excluded from women's facilities as a small minority view.
Yeah.
Really?
That's no.
Really?
Yeah.
So, biological women are now a small minority, are they? Because I'm sure pretty much every single one of them does not.
They're trying to do the propaganda thing, you know, tell a lie, tell tell the biggest lie you can, and tell it often, and someday everyone will just believe it, and that's what they're trying to do, and I don't think we should allow ourselves to be brainwashed in this way.
Yeah. If you repeat a lie often enough, it becomes leftist policy.
Correct, yes.
Mr. Bannatyne has now thrown his support behind Rebecca Shepherd, the Restore Britain candidate, standing in the Makerfield by-election. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was, well, you know, I was kind of wondering how you would have felt about Duncan, because obviously you're more, lean more towards reform. And yeah, I think Duncan Bannatyne has been voicing a lot of support for Rupert Lowe in recent weeks. So,
Yeah.
but this is confusing also that he's saying that he also supports Andy Burnham as Labour leader. So that's very confusing.
Well, he doesn't anymore, so that's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Sure.
I'd much rather he was supporting Restore than Labour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, like the whole like Restore versus Reform debate. I need to properly script something and address that, because I do have some pretty strong views, which I would say paint both parties in a positive light. The long and short of it is, I understand why a lot of my friends would want to vote Restore instead of Reform.
Yeah.
And I think when I make my case, I don't think I'll change their minds, and I'm not trying to change their minds. I'm just trying to make my case. But I think they will understand why I want to vote Reform instead of Restore. I think that, you know, we're both drinking from the same toilet, essentially.
I still really hate that expression, but okay.
I know it's just because I live around engineers and mechanics, so that's how they talk.
It's so gross. So, I
And it
mean,
rubs off.
you've explained to me the rationale behind, you know, wanting reform and capturing the middle ground, or capturing more of the middle ground than Restore are ever going to capture. So yeah, and it makes total sense. But I think that Makerfield is going to be a mess. I think it's going to be a kind of a bloodbath for someone, and I'm not sure who at this point, because you've got the most sort of you know, you've got the sort of potential prime minister in waiting, you know, trying to get elected. Plus, you've also got two sort of more right wing options in competition with each
Right,
other
I
and
think,
him. So I think it's just going to be a mess.
I think, or at least I hope, that the people of Makerfield are going to be disgusted that they're being used by Labour to parachute in a candidate
Yeah,
when they already have an MP that they voted for.
yeah,
And now they have to vote again because Labour want to change the MP that they voted for. So hopefully Labour get sod all votes, and it's a straight fight between Reform and Restore. And at this particular point, it doesn't matter a jot to me which one gets in. I would love it if either of them got in.
yep, yeah. I agree.
Well, obviously, as a campaigner for Restore, for Reform rather, obviously I'd prefer it if the Reform candidate got in, but
Yeah,
I would not be upset if the Restore candidate got in.
yeah, yeah. I
Not
think
in
it's
the,
good.
not in the slightest. In fact, it'd be pretty much equally bottle of Carver opening time.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I think it's going to be a mess is because people still mix up restore and reform. You know, even though you did it there, you know, you said restore when you meant reform. Even you know,
Yeah,
like
that's because I had a nap after work and I've just got up.
no, but it's easily done. You know, I've heard like Sargon. You know, Sargon of Akkad, he does it as well, and he's
Yeah, I
you
saw
know
him do that in a video last night. So
he does it all the time, and I suspect
that's
like
why I'm not embarrassed about it.
all the kind of right leaning people are doing it, you know,
Mm,
and that's you know the problem with having two names that are, you know, they start with the same two letters. Um,
mm.
it's kind of good that Reclaim aren't part of the race still. Sorry,
Yeah,
Lauren Fox, but yeah,
and
that
and, and
Reclaim movement.
it's kind of worrying that Green have got RE in there as well.
Well, yeah, but
All our letters are RE.
you're
Re.
not going to mistake the Green Party for Restore. They're
Yeah,
gonna.
you need to remove the G in the N and just call them the Re Party.
Yeah, yeah, that would work. Yeah, that just that's their entire
Mm,
rhetoric. Just
indeed. Yeah. I've oh by the way, I'm finally big enough on X to start getting attacked by leftists.
ooh,
It's marvelous.
okay. I do not have.
And you just reply with logic and common sense and they shut up.
Oh, okay.
It's fun.
I need to see some of this. Okay, I'll look that up later.
Yeah, yeah.
What's Stephen saying there? Do you think the overall situation here will improve regardless of whether it's restore or reform?
So long
Hmm.
as it's not like so long as the vote isn't split too much, whichever side seems I think whichever side seems strongest when the general election finally comes around,
Mhm.
um, the opposing supporters need to bite their tongue and vote for the side that's strongest to make sure that Labour and the Greens don't get in.
Yeah,
And then in the next election after that, that's when we start to really kind of fight for our own parties. Right now, we have to be country before party.
yeah.
So like if like even though I will absolutely campaign for reform,
Mhm.
but if it's looking like Restore have got a 70% chance of getting in,
Mhm.
and Reform have got a 30% chance of getting in,
Yeah,
then I'm not going to split the vote.
yeah.
I'm going to put country before party.
Yeah, honestly,
And I would hope that Restore supporters would say the same thing. If it's looking like Reform have got a 70% chance of getting in, hopefully they won't. Hopefully they won't split the vote either. I
yeah,
mean, we're talking even if there's like a quote unquote snap election, it'll still be at least 6 months, probably a year away. So
mm,
we don't know which of those two parties is going to be looking the strongest at that time.
yeah.
I was astonished by the amount of Restore supporters. See, I did it again. Restore supporters at Tommy's rally.
Yep.
You know, I actually I was very surprised how many of them they are. I thought they were kind of like more localized around Rupert Lowe's constituency. So, you know, I mean, give it a year. I don't know which party's going to be in the strongest place,
Yeah,
but like in that situation, I would say, yeah, okay, we need to put country before party.
yeah,
Let's go with Restore. And then
yeah,
once they got in, I would campaign hard for reform, like I
yeah,
have been.
yeah. I think you know, obviously this is just a by-election in June for the Andy Burnham thing, so nothing will change immediately. But it will certainly have an
Oh,
effect on the party's prospects going forward. You know, like if Restored get, you know, if Restored get a result there,
tell me you heard the Little Britain quote in what you said.
that, yeah, no,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, but
the,
no, but no, what? What did I say?
oh, so, oh, the what was his name? Daffyd, the only gay in the village. He was out campaigning,
Okay.
and it said, someone says, "Oh, it's only a by-election." He says, "Oh no, it's for gays and straights too."
Okay, no, I messed that one. I'm sorry.
Man. Oh, do you know what? Like, the sad thing is, David Williams and Matt Lucas have both admitted that they wouldn't be allowed to make Little Britain now.
Oh no, it's
It
great.
it wouldn't be broadcast.
Yes. Yeah, no, I've
And
seen
you
people
know,
up.
they're not exactly right wing, to put it mildly.
No, no, they're not. Which makes me wonder why more of these sort of left wing people don't realize, like left wing comedians and actors and stuff like that. They should realize that their freedom of speech, their freedom of expression has been absolutely decimated. And they still don't realize that it's the tolerant left that are causing it. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's another case of chickens for KFC, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, there's Helzo in chat as well. Hello, hello, disgusting. Hello.
Oh, awesome. Hey, buddy. Right, so that means that my chat in the studio isn't updating.
Oh, is it not?
I was literally about to say. I was literally about to say, we haven't lost any viewers, but chat's been dead. What's going on? But no, it's
Okay.
it's
Well.
just not updating inside EV Max.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'll try and keep you posted. No, maybe click on someone's comment and see
Well,
see if it updates.
if you don't mind, I will just oh, hang on, I might be able to do it in here. I might be able to do it in here. No.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
I think I am going. I think I am going to need to have to refresh.
Oh God.
Yeah. Just talk some random shit for a minute.
Well, I talk. Okay, I can talk random shit. I have done that in the past. How's it going, chat? Are you okay? It's good to see you in the chat, Elzo. And gosh, funnily enough, I haven't actually prepared anything for this show either. So
Okay. Well, I'm back in the room, but
okay.
but my camera's frozen, which
Yeah.
which was going to happen, but you know,
Perfect.
it was going to happen. We're doing it live, etc., etc., etc.
Helzo says you should offer it booze. Like, I'm not sure, but you should offer your camera booze or maybe your PC or.
Indeed. Ah, yeah. We are indeed doing it live,
We are extremely live.
which is great. You know, I mean, I kind of love when it goes like this because I'm much better at solving problems than I am at sticking to a plan. So, you know, this is right up my street. I love it when it goes wrong.
Professional streamer. That's how it works.
Indeed. That's what I was trying to explain to Will the other day. Like he couldn't understand why I find it harder to make videos than I do to stream. But
Yeah.
but for me, it is harder to make videos than to stream because I'm like constantly looking back at what I've done and I'm thinking, should I put this out? Should I put that out? You know, do I need to re-record this? Whereas like if we're live streaming, then you know, you just have to deal with whatever shit throws at you.
Yeah. What
And-
happens? Happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
I mean, from doing like 2,000-mile trips on the back of a motorbike, you know, that's kind of you know, it's kind of something that I'm used to. And
Yeah.
like from like back before I cut my hours and stepped down from management so I could do other stuff, like I'd be left with the keys to like 2 entire supermarkets at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the problem with making videos isn't the pressure; it's the lack of pressure.
Right. Well, can I? Well, I would maybe compare it to like as a musician as well, because you're a musician obviously as well. It's the
Mhm.
difference between playing a live show and recording in a studio. Because in a studio,
I also said that to Will, and he agreed on that point. And he
right, yeah,
said his dad was the same way.
yeah. Because if
Like
you're playing live,
playing live is much easier.
yeah, what happens happens, and it's just everyone's having a good time. When you try to play in the studio, everyone gets red light fever, and everybody fucks up all the
Red light
time.
fever, that is it.
Oh yeah, I've been there, man. I've been there.
Yeah, yeah, I've been there. Helzo, you recently recorded an album. Can you give us your input on that?
Has Helso been recording albums? What's going on? I want to hear this.
Yeah, I want to hear it. I need to get hold of it. And we should probably review it and promo it a bit. I reckon.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, I get red light fever really bad. You know, I'll be sitting, I can like write songs, and you know I can sing them brilliantly when I'm not recording. But as soon as I try to record, yeah, I forget the words. I choke on notes. Yeah, but playing it live, you know, you're like I said, you're just freewheeling. You know.
Yeah, I kind of I find it much harder to record instruments than vocals with red light fever.
Yeah.
Because with vocals, I just use the Chris Thomas method. Basically, just go to the end of the tape regardless. Go to the end of the tape regardless. Do it about 5 or 10 times, and then just like kind of splice everything up.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
But
hate trying
that
to do that.
doesn't work with instruments.
Yeah, it makes it so much more complicated and yeah, finicky.
It works fine with vocals. And it's like
Yeah.
you pretty much leave every track in, but just like the ones that aren't so good, you turn right down so they just give it a little bit of depth.
Yep.
And there is a trick that I use for that with guitar as well, which is record a track on acoustic guitar and put it behind the electric guitar. Put it so quiet that like you can't discern that there's an acoustic guitar there, but there's something there that makes it thicker and
Yeah.
smoother.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that even works like metal riffs, like
yeah.
honestly.
No, as many layers as you can put in something like that to thicken the sound is yeah, it's usually great. It usually works out really well. Oh my god, Elsa is on a diatribe here. What is he saying?
Oh, this is going to be gold. Thank
Yeah,
you
that's
very
going to be
much.
gold. Thanks, Elsa.
Like recording an album is tricky. Quiet note here, bit of rush there, and you crumble everything. Solos need to be perfect because you record them twice at least. Yeah, when my old band recorded our EP, which sadly due to some disagreements when the band broke up, ended up never being released, which is a pity because it's excellent and I'm not allowed to put it out. But the guitarist spent so long recording the solo on a song that was written by my ex-missus, who was our keyboard player, and it's a brilliant solo. I wish I could play it to you, but I can't because I mean, none of them could put it out without my permission, but I can't put it out without their permission either. So,
That's crazy. Yeah.
and I want it out, but I'm not going to say who doesn't want it out because A, I would have to dock someone, and B, it wouldn't be fair on
Yeah, sure.
on the rest of us, or most of the rest of us who do want it to go out. But you know, shit happens.
Yeah.
It was a decade ago, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So he was playing this solo again and again and again. He actually removed strings from his guitar so that he didn't have to risk touching them by accident.
Okay.
And the rest of us just went and had a beer in the producer's garden outside the studio. and we were listening because it was like proper fucking loud because they were using like real amplifiers, not going through Sims or anything.
Yeah.
And the time when he finally nailed it, we all jumped up and cheered because we could hear it, and that's what actually ended up going on the record.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, I've certainly had recording experiences, but yeah, this was 30 years ago. So,
yeah. Well, I'm talking 10, 15 years ago.
yeah, yeah.
You can't really bounce around and have a good time because you have to be perfect and it creates crushing pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you don't have your issues with other instruments and everything runs smoothly from person to person, as someone who recorded with a drummer who could not play with a metronome, what? How the fuck do you do that?
There's always one. There's always that guy in the band. Apparently, with you, it was your lead guitarist. With Elzo, it was the drummer. With me, it was my rhythm guitar player. He just couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. Like about half the time in the studio.
I once joined a band as you know, I used to mainly play guitar, but I mainly play bass for like the last 15, 20 years.
Oh,
I I joined a band because their bass player, who was one of my best friends, quit,
okay.
and he's mainly a guitarist. He was playing bass because this guy needed a bass player.
Sure.
So
Yes, and
they
guitarists.
they were they were kind of over the moon with me because I actually play in time. So that was great. I mean, like, this guy's a good musician. Like, I had him in one of my bands. I had him in one of my bands, but he was playing guitar, which he's very good at.
Mhm.
And he's good at playing bass, but there are certain things that throw him off.
Yeah, I mean,
And I've made my fair share of cock ups as well.
I think that, that's the thing. Guitarists are 10 a penny. Everyone learns guitar at some point. Some obviously not everyone learns guitar, but if you're going to learn an instrument, one of the first instruments you learn is either going to be a guitar or a piano, like a keyboard or something. So nobody really sort of thinks, well, I'm going to be a bass player. So a lot of sort of bass players, I think, are sort of guitarists who. Yeah, I mean they can read a fretboard, so but they'll tend to play bass
You
like
try to play lead bass,
right. Yeah,
it worked once, and his name was Peter Hook. It's not going to work again, and it
right.
never worked before.
Yeah, that's it. Guitarists tend to play bass like it's a guitar, and yeah. I mean, it worked for Lemmy. Lemmy he used to play guitar chords on his bass. He would play power chords and stuff. But so yeah, I would play bass like a guitar, with a plectrum and stuff like that. Whereas you've got your sort of dedicated bass players who can do all the slap and pop and all these kind of techniques and stuff.
I can't do slap, but
Yeah.
I purposely became a bass player for 3 reasons. The bass player in my old band was probably the best musician that I've ever worked with, and like I just wanted to learn to do that.
Yeah,
And the other 2 reasons are The Chain and Another Brick in the Wall Part 2.
Okay, these are good songs. Yes, the chain, was that just because of the Formula One connection?
Well, that's how come I've known it since I was 3. Yes.
Yes. Dum, 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 dum. It's a good bass line. Yeah.
And funnily enough, as a guitarist, you have to train yourself not to put an E before the A.
Dum,
Like,
dum.
wait. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a
Yeah.
dun dun.
Yeah.
But it's not dun dun. It's just dun 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 dun.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Halzo is up with. Oh, and the best thing, one of the songs in the album is like 70% digital drums because the cigarette butt couldn't record them to save his life. You want my dad to come over? He can play drums. And the engineer Frankenstein done. And in fact, my dad can also studio engineer.
Oh, yeah, cool. That's handy. Yeah.
It would be handy if I lived anywhere near him.
Oh, okay. Could do it remotely.
The song's great, but yeah, I mean, like I use a lot of like not so much digital drums, but like analog drum machines.
Right.
But like you know where you actually like have performance controls and things.
Yeah.
And like I also use like analog copying. What's it called? Like ACB? No, ABS. No, ACB and analog circuitry behavior. Digital stuff.
Okay. I don't know that.
But that's actually supposed to sound like electronic drums.
Okay.
For real drums, I would want real drums.
Yeah.
But like the styles of music I tend to record don't really demand real drums. But
Right.
they're
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah, I used to do a lot
like
of sequence.
the bands that I've played for always use real drummers.
Right. It would be infinitely preferable to have a live drummer if for any recording, but yeah, needs must. And if you don't know a drummer, then yeah, you've got to sequence some drums. So yeah.
But at least one song from the album, which is on YouTube, is done with a professional drummer. The album is generational with recordings from 1988 until 2025. Wow. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, we need to. Yeah, drop a link to that because we all want to hear this.
Yeah, it's just one song from the album that's on YouTube. Okay.
Here we go. If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
That's right.
How close was I there?
I was pretty good. I was pretty good. I mean, I'll say again, it's. I tend to find that people outside Scotland always do better Scottish accents than real Scottish people. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what it is, but there's something about the way that people sort of exaggerate the Scottishness in the accent that I'll always enjoy. Oh, apart from Simon Pegg in Star Trek. No, I hated that accent. It was terrible. Oh, and I'm kind of on the fence about Mike Myers' Scottish accent for Shrek as well.
Right,
Donkey. Oh, no, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. Get out of my swamp. Okay, sure. I'm not sure how I felt about
yeah,
that.
yeah. Drop the link, man. Drop the link. Go for it.
Oh, Mike Myers was good in So I Married an Axe Murderer. Did you ever see that one?
No.
Oh, he's got a good Scottish accent in that one. He plays someone's dad in that, and he's got some good quotes, but I can't remember any of them because I'm old and forgetful. He gives someone into trouble for like he's got a son in it that's got like a big ginger afro, and he's standing in front of the television at one point, and he goes, "Oh, he'd get done." I said, "I can't see the telly," but it's yeah, like I said. There's a lot of convincing Scottish accents out there, and some are exaggerated, but they're fun.
Yeah, I mean, I told you about like what happened with my mum when she lived in Scotland. She never picked up the accent, but she picked up all the local colloquialisms and said them in an English accent.
Oh, that'd be
It was,
good. Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
suffice to say that the locals loved it. She was very popular.
That'd be good. Yeah, man, I've got an auntie that stays down in England. Oh, in fact, no, she moved to Wales now. In fact, but she's always kept her accent. She was in Scotland for the first 20 or 30 years of her life, and then she moved down to England, and but she's always kept her Scottish accent. So anyway, so I'm being I'm doing it again. I'm being very self-indulgent talking about Scotland again.
No, that's cool.
So yeah,
Your vocalist is peculiar. Okay. I've been trying to write a punk song for about 5 years called Peculiar Julia.
okay.
Why does somebody not know how to flush a toilet? Oh dear. Why does somebody not know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit?
Um,
Ooh, that sounds nice. And that is how we misquote.
Rhoda, your chat's being weird. I'm scared. What are they talking about? They're frightening me. They're genuinely frightening me now.
No. I missed one out on purpose to be funny.
Okay. You know, we still get Andy Burnham on the screen, right? I don't know how people are feeling about that. There's a bunch of England flags behind him, so he's looking quite patriotic there.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It's a meme and needs a Scottish
I've
accent because the original was from a Scottish mum. Where is it? Why does somebody not know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit? That'd be shite, probably would say shite. After they've had a shite.
so when let's kind of segue back into the subject.
Yes.
When trans women flush a toilet, does that mean they put blusher on it?
Oh god. Oh god. No. No, it doesn't mean that, and I don't want to even picture that. Oh god. Oh god. I'm gonna have nightmares.
Okay, so the shift came. I said shift came after an exchange on social media where an anonymous account urged him to back party leader Rupert Lowe's candidate instead. Mr. Bannatyne responded by asking for the candidate's name so he could research them. Mr. Lowe, the Great Yarmouth MP, who founded Restore Britain 3 months ago after leaving Reform UK, replied personally, "A local businesswoman, Rebecca, is our candidate."
Yes.
Oh, so Rupert Lowe actually got in touch himself. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
We'd love to have your support, Duncan. She is very passionate about small business and rejuvenating our high streets, just what Makerfield needs. Mr. Bannatyne confirmed his backing, stating she has my support for the by-election now. The party has never had an elected MP. Well, they didn't exist last time there was an election, so...
Oh, actually, yeah, that's true, because the people that they voted in were all councillors, right? So this would be their first MP. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that. But you're right, yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, fair play to them. Like I say,
I've seen a picture of the candidate. She looks. Apparently she's 53. I think I heard somebody saying she was 53, and I saw a picture of her, and I was like, she doesn't look 53. Are you kidding me? 'Cause I'm 53, and I'm a mess. You know what I mean? but this candidate, she was pretty enough. Just saying, would. Oh my.
I've got a little bit of an issue. I'm trying to get to the link that Sardoc sent.
Oh, it's that Facebook link.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I can open it without opening Facebook, because I haven't opened Facebook since 2023, and I have no intention of doing so.
I mean, I could. I guess because I was on Facebook earlier today. I guess I could try.
Oh no, it lets me open it.
Oh, okay.
What is this? What is it?
Yeah. I'm assuming it's the meme with the Scottish accent.
It certainly has a Scottish accent in it.
Are we going to have trouble?
Okay. Here we go. So.
Oh God. Oh, can't hear it.
Actually, do you know what? You can't put kids on YouTube. Sorry. No, you can't put kids on YouTube streams, even if it's a. I did read that.
Oh, is that right? I did not know that.
Yeah, I'll probably have to go back in and scrub that from the VOD.
Ah, shit. Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I switched over to it having already seen it, so it's my fault. I should have thought quicker, but
I
so not mad at Sardot whatsoever. Just
I
no,
didn't
we
even
can't
know
do
that.
that.
I
No,
didn't
we
know that
can't do
either.
that.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, Sardoc.
Right. So where were we?
We were. Did we finish the Andy Burnham
Oh yeah, yeah, we
Duncan
did, didn't we?
Bannatyne thing?
Yeah, and we're trying to keep things current. So
Uh,
here we
okay.
go.
Yes, hi. I should change my picture or something. Let's see.
Stephen says he's not used Facebook since 2020. Yeah, yeah, 2023 for me, but it's still a while.
I still use it. Yeah, it's keeping in contact with family members and stuff like that. Since then, obviously, we've discovered things like Discord, which is a way better sort of network for interacting with people generally. It has a lot more sort of freedom. But Facebook is still useful for staying in touch with people, I've found.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't want to bring us down a grim rabbit hole,
Uh-oh.
but I stopped using Facebook when my mum died because I
Uh,
didn't want to deal with everybody's fucking sympathy when I just wanted to be left alone.
okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
so that's why 2023.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is. It probably wasn't the smartest decision by me, but now I'm there. I just don't want to break my duck.
Sure. Uh, yeah, I mean, it was X. I never used Twitter before, and not even when it turned into X for a few years. I only opened my X account at January last year or something. So I'm sort of a bit scared of it. I'll be honest. I'm a bit scared of X. Um, it
Yeah.
seems like a rumble waiting to happen. Like, it always seems like a fight's about to break out at any second on there. But that's maybe just the people that that I follow. So
Well, it's
yeah, well, let's,
at least you can say what you like on X pretty much. I know sometimes people do get kicked, but yeah, it's it's certainly a lot less dangerous than saying what you actually think on YouTube.
yeah,
Like we have to be very 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 careful what we say on here.
you do. It's it's again, it's a kind of a hostile environment for free speech on YouTube, which is why people are going to Rumble.
Yeah, I
Not-
am thinking that we might try a show on Rumble, um,
okay,
just so everyone can kind of chill a bit.
right. Well, I, I, I try not to say anything particularly controversial, but sometimes might just pop out. So.
I say a lot of controversial things, but I try to save them for X.
I'm just panicking about getting someone demonetized. Like I've posted a couple of memes on when I've been on Noise's show, and I'm like, I've second guessed myself. I second guessed myself a couple of times. I'm like, is this going to get Noise demonetized? I don't want to do that. So I've had to
Mm.
be a little bit careful. Um,
Okay, do you want a literal fluff piece?
oh yeah, okay, that sounds alright. Well, actually, okay, that could go either way.
Yeah, I still have my Facebook. I don't use it anymore. Yeah, same. Still use Messenger. Yeah, I sometimes use Messenger, but only if there's a very, very specific person that I need to contact. Most people I'll either WhatsApp them or literally ring them. Or, X or Discord DMs.
Yeah.
Right. So you'll see very quickly why I call this a fluff piece. Oh goodness me.
As long as it's not furries, don't be hitting me with furries. Not this early in the afternoon.
No. I mean,
No.
they are furry, but they're not furries.
Okay.
Oh man.
The engines can't take it, Captain.
I just can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power. And that is an impression of Jim Carrey's impression.
So it was, yeah. Big fan of Jim Carrey. I think he's very good.
Yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
literally a fluff piece because they're fluffy. And I've hit the wrong there we go. British Zoo welcomes first ring-tailed lemur babies in a decade, and they're twins. The zoo has welcomed the arrival of their first ring-tailed lemurs in a decade. The male infants were born on April 12 in Drusilla's Park, East Sussex, surprising keepers who had not anticipated double trouble. Their mother, Eve, aged 7. She doesn't know her name's Eve. Joined the attraction earlier this year as part of a newly formed lemur troop. Is that what you have? You have like herds of cows, flocks of sheep, wankers of labour supporters.
Right. A parliament of owls.
Yeah, a parliament of owls. Or
No, honestly, that's what they're.
I know.
Yeah.
But
That's
I'm
the thing I
actually
can
like
remember.
you know how language constantly evolves.
Yes.
This is what we have now.
Oh, Mr. Brain's pork faggots are the best in town. Sizzling in the pan, they never let you down. Juicy, savory, packed with flavor, oh so fine. Grab a plate of faggots, it's dinner time. Oh, Mr. Brain.
I think that's the collective noun for Green Party candidates, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's have the nice story for a change because it's not all doom and gloom.
Okay.
The births brought some adorable new additions to the group following a 13-year gap since the zoo last welcomed ring-tailed lemur babies. Visitors can now observe the pair clinging to Eve as she clambers through the park's walk-through lemur enclosure during the half-term period. Oh, right. So you need to get there before the lemur babies have to go back to school.
That's right.
Zoo manager Mark Kenwood said the arrival of the lemur twins is incredibly exciting for everyone at Drusilla's. It's been 13 years since we last welcomed ring-tailed lemur babies, so to suddenly have two healthy infants arrive at once feels really special. 13 may be unlucky for some, but for us it's turned out to be a very lucky number indeed. And look. Aww. Eve has been absolutely fantastic with the twins, and it's wonderful to see them clinging tightly to mum as they begin exploring the world around them. And at just a few days old, staff were quick to decipher the siblings' distinct personalities as they explore life in the zoo. One twin has already displayed a bold temperament, venturing onto branches independently without depending on his mother. However, his cautious brother takes a more careful approach, preferring to remain close to Eva. And just, it's nice to have a feel-good story for once, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't like that?
Which zoo was this again? Sorry, I missed which.
It's called Drusilla's. It's in Sussex.
Oh, okay. I noticed Hildo was thinking the exact same thing as I was. As King Julian is pleased. King Julian is pleased by this news. He's got Ali G singing I like to move it going round his head right now. I like to move it. I like to move it.
Okay, so they've been keeping the ring-tailed lemurs for more than a century. That's cool.
Yeah.
The only one to have remained throughout the attraction's entire history. Ring-tailed lemurs are native to Madagascar and are currently hold endangered status on the IUCN Red List. The species faces threats from habitat destruction, hunting, and the illegal pet trade.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, so this is actually fucking important then. It's not just something nice that happens, it's actually something fucking important. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Drosilis contributes to the conservation through breeding programs and recently established partnership with Seed Madagascar. What? Sid's branching out. Sorry, Final Fantasy VIII reference. This charity collaboration helps protect lemur habitats and supports educational initiatives in local communities. The twins are among several new arrivals at the Sussex attraction this spring. Other recent births include dwarf mongoose twins. So, is that a species? Is dwarf mongoose a species, or did the mongoose have dwarf twins?
You just have like tiny mongoose. Is it mongoose or mongooses?
You'd think it'd be mongoose, wouldn't you?
Mongai. Maybe it's mongai.
If we were on Rumble, I have something really funny to say about that.
Let's move on. Let's not dwell on that one. It's all right.
Okay, prairie dog pups and a Colombian black spider monkey named Kendall. Oh,
Kendall.
that's mint.
What is it? Spider monkey called Kendall? What?
A spider monkey, yeah.
Okay.
Like a quad simian.
Right. Right.
Okay, I don't know what this is. Binturong twins have also joined the park's animal collection. What is a binturong? I need to find out.
Yeah. Maybe someone in the chat can look it up and tell us. Oh, we've got Griffiths in the chat. Hello, Griffiths. How you doing, sir?
Hey, Griffiths. Right, okay.
Oh, Sardoc's trying to work out the plural of foxes, oxes, or oxen, foxen. Multiple foxes are actually foxen. A herd of foxen. Okay. Yeah,
This is a binturong.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. That. What the hell is that?
It kind of looks like a cross between a bear and a cat.
But yes, that does look like a cat bear. Yeah, that's exactly what that looks like. Wow. Okay. Yep, I've never seen one of those. I kind of want one now as a pet.
I imagine it's probably quite dangerous.
It doesn't look. I can take it. Put me in a ring with that thing. I'll take it down inside a couple of rounds.
It does look pretty cool.
Helzo, who took a picture of me on a Friday during work? You look very cute. You look very cute, Helzo. What are you talking about? It was fine. You're very
Multiple boxing.
Yes. It looks like it spent 12 years in corporate. Okay, yeah, no, chat's knocking it out of the park now. You were being weird before, chat, but you've redeemed yourself.
Okay, apparently you've got to say that 10 times fast.
That. How many was that?
That.
Or did you want me to say fox, and foxes and boxing?
I want to say fox the foxing foxes.
Brian Cox. Multiple Brian Coxes, or the Brian Coxon? There's a herd of Brian Coxon coming over the horizon. Oh no.
What about multiple Graham Coxons? Would that be a Graham Coxon then?
Oh God, no. Okay, I mean, there's advantages to having this in the early afternoon, in that I'm not drunk yet. But if I was drunk, oh my God, I would be on the floor right now.
Yeah, that sometimes happens to me when I get drunk.
I cheat a little bit. I'm on the floor when I start drinking, so I can't actually go any further. So that's how we that's how we get around that. We Doctor Sisson in here, yes. There's,
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh god, I used to have a mate who was like a serious like actual serious alcoholic,
Oh no.
and he used to say like whenever we all went to his place, mainly to make sure he got home all right. He always said he 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 sat on the floor so because he knows it's the one place he can't fall off.
That's right.
I
Yes.
like I used to sit there doing his work paperwork for him because he couldn't write because he was shaking so much.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him.
That's not great.
Yeah, let's hope he got better. But I've not seen him for like 20 years
Yeah.
because he lost his house and went into like some kind of rehab center.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully they fixed him and he
Yeah,
started a new life somewhere and just didn't want to see the old people and get back into his old ways.
yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going off into grim stuff again.
I don't really care, Margaret.
God,
And the chat
I'm
are
having to call myself out now.
the chat are firmly in Dr. Seuss land. We'll be getting green eggs and ham and stuff like that now.
The cat in the
in-
sat, the cat
Yeah.
in the hat sat on the mat and refused to think he was that. Okey doke. Box your cocks, fox your ox.
Yep. Yep, we've got
I
everyone's
wonder what the plural of Helzo is. I'm going to say Helzai.
else. Right, yes. I agree. So we've got more.
Obviously, the plural of Roda is rodents.
I was going to say that. I was thinking about that last night. I was like, maybe you could like get your, like the chat to identify as Rhodians, for a Star Wars connection.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of thinking rodents, but
Rodents.
yeah,
And you've got the second mouse thing. Oh my god.
yeah.
That's actually so perfect. Yeah. Okay, chat. Would you? What is the collective noun for Rhoda fans? That's your homework. We've got to decide.
Yeah, I was just like gonna call the group the crash scene, but then I started using that parody of Yes instead of instead of my crash scene kids song, and
Okay.
we don't really want to call the we don't we don't really want to call the chat dumb C's, do we?
No. No. I mean, I would accept it if it was, if that was the if that was the consensus. But you know,
Okay.
so there are more lemurs in Sussex. Is what happened there? So we have got. Were these lemurs? Did they immigrate? Did they migrate here? Are these illegal lemurs?
They were born in the zoo.
Oh, okay. So they are like second generation immigrant lemurs.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay. Okay. They didn't come here on a small boat or anything. Good. Okay, that's
So according to the left, if they were born in a stable, they'd be horses.
that's right. Yes. Hey, Kelly. Hi, Kelly. Good morning.
Hello, Kelly. Thank you for coming.
Is that in-
We've
is that
we've
another
actually
Aussie?
we've actually had both times that we've tried this time slot. We've had a really healthy chat. So
that's
that's really good.
Yeah.
That's encouraging. I think perhaps we'll keep doing this one. That's good. That's good. Yeah. We have happy, healthy animals. We have millionaires deciding not to support the Labour candidate.
Yes, this is good
We,
news.
we've kind of had pretty good news today, I would say.
Yep, these are both feel-good stories.
Feel good stories. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like I've done it this way on purpose because I just wanted to take stories that catch my eye straight away rather than
Yeah.
sorry, I'll get that off of the I have got it off the screen. Rather than stuff that we all need to do research into and then talk about, or well, you know, not need to do research into, but I do.
Sure. Well, what Stephen's saying there is what I was thinking again is, yeah, there's too many sort of doom and gloom stories around, and it can be a little bit I get a little bit worn down by a lot of that, you know. That's why sometimes when Rita goes too far, and she can go a little too far down the leftist rabbit hole, in a way that's a little bit downbeat, shall we say? So sometimes it's funny though. Sometimes she does like, you know, absolutely tear the proverbial piss out of people, and that's good. But yeah, sometimes it's I guess sometimes the news is a little bit depressing.
Yeah,
Even when,
I mean,
even when,
like
go on.
Shitegeist is kind of like we do need to cover as much as possible.
Yeah,
You know, that's why I'm trying to do something a bit different with this one.
yeah. But it gets like, you know, even when it's like stories sometimes about, you know, like video games and stuff like that, and it's like a depressing story about how video games have been, you know, co-opted by propagandists and stuff, and I'm like, can we stop? Can we just stop the world now? It's so tiring. It's so exhausting, you know, leave the video games alone and leave the, you know, leave the cool movies alone, and can't we just have nice things sometimes, you know? But no, everything has to be taken over by politics. Gosh darn it.
Indeed. I mean, we do need to cover what actually happens, but whenever I see something that is nice, then obviously we're going to cover that because we need to yeah, it's not all doom and gloom, and we need to point that out.
Yeah.
However,
Did you have more? Did you have another story? Were those the only two stories we had?
we didn't have any stories when we started. I've been doing this on the fly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the point. That's the point of this show. It's completely different to the other one because we're just doing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I was trying to think of I guess the only other stories that I'm aware of are sort of video game stories, like the mixtape fiasco, and
Yeah.
I left a comment on Facebook about mixtape. There was one of the game websites was complaining, why does everyone hate mixtape so much? And I was pointing out to them that all these video game websites are giving mixtape a 10 out of 10, perfect game, can't get any better. And yet, like, what was it, 8 years ago, they were giving something like Near Automata. They were giving that an 8.9 out of 10, because that's not a masterpiece, you know. Near Automata, no, that's not a masterpiece. But mixtape, yeah, that's a masterpiece. I'm like, are you, what? What's going on? So yeah, I like to point out that the inconsistencies in the scoring of you know, video games and media in general, because they're just not consistent, you know, and obviously they're doing buddies and stuff like that, and you know, at the time they'd be doing it for brown envelope.
For me, you've gone underwater again. I can't hear what you're saying.
Oh no! Hello, 1 2 testing check. Check 1 2. Am I back?
Yep, yep.
Okay, okay. That's okay. I was accusing game journalists and outlets of taking kickbacks, so probably better that you didn't hear that. Oh, I still have to play Near Automata, or as I called it to a friend, Near Tomato. Stephen, that's close
Right.
enough. Yeah, that's close enough. Near Tomato. Yeah, that's yeah. It's a
Near
great game.
tomato.
It's a great game. It looks great. There's dozens of hours of engaging, challenging gameplay in it, and it's got an excellent original soundtrack. Um, and but that still doesn't qualify it to be a masterpiece like the 3 hour pretentious garbage that is mixtape. So, but
Yeah, I've not really looked into mixtape yet. I
have you not?
no. I suppose we will end up covering it either on our show or on Noise's show. I suppose we will talk about it. I don't know. Did you guys talk about it on Monday?
No, we did. Well, I think I mentioned it because I said to Noise, have you talked about mixtape yet? Because it's one of those things, I remember the original Gamergate, and honestly, this is sort of in danger of rekindling it yet again because it's the old ethics in game journalism thing. Why are all these people giving this really mediocre story game a 10 out of 10? And I feel as if there's a story in that somewhere. I feel as if there's a story behind that. And I think a lot of people feel that, and a lot of people feel that maybe the game journalists have been influenced or perhaps bought off in some way to give this game a, like
I
across.
think a lot of them have certainly been something off.
Yes, but they feel as if okay, no, I'm not even going to go there. But yeah, it feels as if some kind of deal has been done to give this game, universal 10 out of 10 reviews, and it just feels as if the games journalists are being unethical again. So,
Yeah.
and gamers like to point that out.
Yes, it's probably got a lot to do with people they don't like winning elections across the world.
And that's why, yeah, no, that's why I'm kind of like, yeah, why is games news depressing? It shouldn't be depressing. We should not have politics in video games, but they insist in trying to influence the culture in that way, and it's so tiring. It's so exhausting, to sort of to see, a hobby that people have loved for decades being corrupted in that way. So, but sorry, yes, I've sort of hijacked it towards
No,
mixtape
no.
Gamergate
That's cool.
stuff.
That's cool. We'll go over this one really, really quickly.
Go on.
It's not so much of a feel good story, but it's it's something that could kind of provoke a bit of a backlash, I would say, which could become a feel good story in the future, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
There we go. And this is the end of Freeview. UK looks to switch off terrestrial television and replace it with broadband. Watching terrestrial television over an aerial could be scrapped under new plans from the UK government, which won't be there for much longer. Freeview, which is found in around 16 million homes, roughly 60% of all UK TV households, could be shuttered in under a decade as millions of Britons are pushed to watch live television via broadband connection. A green paper, a consultation document that sets out proposals for discussion before a final decision has been made, outlined the transition away from Freeview and FreeSat, which offers access to free-to-air channels via satellite dish, will be published in the coming weeks, according to the Telegraph. Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy and Technology Secretary Liz Kendall have already signed off on the details of the paper. Its sources claim under current UK government policy, traditional over-the-air broadcasts are only guaranteed until 2034. However, regulator Ofcom is reviewing whether this cut-off date should be extended. So what do we think happens when terrestrial broadcasts are cut off?
Okay. This is a story. This has got angles. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. It involves Ofcom. I hate Ofcom. Ofcom can go
They
F
can
themselves.
indeed.
Yeah. Okay, my initial thoughts on this are the BBC are desperate to make everyone pay for their services, even if they don't use their services.
Yeah.
And
It
this,
is indeed the TV licensing angle.
right, yes, this would seem like an opportunity for them to say, well, if you've got broadband, it means that you can use BBC services, therefore you have to pay for a license, even if you don't use the BBC. So, they're trying every angle. You know, they're trying to import BBC into YouTube so that they can charge anyone who watches YouTube for a TV license. They're trying to get in via the streamers so that they can charge anyone who watches Netflix or Amazon Prime, Disney Plus. Yes, they are now duty bound to pay the television license. And
I mean,
this would
I'd
be
like to think that the BBC won't any longer exist by 2034.
I don't mind them existing. I just wish they would pay their own way because they're just a business like every other business. But they seem to think they have, the right of God to exist, and that everyone in the country should pay for them because they keep calling themselves, like what's the term, public interest television or something. What's the term? Yeah, you know the term I mean. A public broadcaster, they're the
Yeah,
national
yeah, yeah. They're
broadcaster.
supposed to be a public service broadcaster,
That's the one. Yes, public
which,
service.
which in reality means they end up being the propaganda arm of the government. But
Correct. Yes, and to quote Rachel Zegler, very obviously so. I really I haven't watched the BBC since about 2009. So they have provided me with absolutely no public service whatsoever for that time, and I honestly feel better off without them. So I wish that the BBC would just, go for the subscription model and downsize to what they can afford. They should
yeah,
they should live within their means.
if we're in a situation where okay, this isn't working now.
Oh no, what have you done?
Okay, there we are. For some reason, I was having a bit of a glitch going on. Oh well, it's glitching, man. But yeah, if we need a state broadcaster, it shouldn't have its own tax. I mean, the TV license is a tax. If the government insists we have a state broadcaster, then they shouldn't be allowed to charge us for it.
Right? Yes.
And the BBC should be directly funded by the government, which would mean MPs could vote on whether it exists or not, and what it can do. And a national public service broadcaster should literally stick to impartial news. Really, they shouldn't even be making original content.
Yeah, they shouldn't be making entertainment shows. That's exactly what I was thinking. Why would
Because
a state broadcaster need to make things like Strictly Come Dancing or
Yeah.
things like that? Your Great British Bake Off or whatever. These are not state interests. It's not in the interest of the state to have everyone go ballroom dancing. That's stupid. but sure, there's a
everybody
value.
was ballroom dancing.
There's certainly a value to having impartial news, but
But it's not impartial news.
Yeah, as we found out,
it's just not.
Their news is not at all impartial.
I mean, do you know what I do to get impartial news? I look at broadcasters from other countries.
Yep. you have to look at multiple sources to get to find out what's actually happening. I feel because you get like two sides of a story, and you can put it together and go, okay, here's the actual story.
I mean, if I want news from Britain, I'll look to Australian broadcasters. If I want news from America, I'll look to fucking British broadcasters. Or you end up with so much. Just every journalist thinks they're a politician these days. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, they were, journalism was supposed to be the fourth estate, and they're supposed to keep politicians honest. But as it turns out, they're more inclined to keep a certain side of politics honest, and ignore the failures of the other side. And that's kind of where we are just now. The BBC are not really criticising people like Rachel Reeves and Keir Starmer and all that lot. They're not criticising
Not
enough.
criticizing, they're covering it up.
Yeah, yeah. They're softening their image in every way that they can, and yeah, yeah, I agree. Just if the BBC was to become an actual public service broadcaster, they would limit their output to solely things like impartial news, but it would have to be actually impartial. Weather forecasts, important state functions, things like that. Sure, but
To answer Stephen, I would use the old adage: opposites attract.
so politician and honest go together so well. Yes. There are a couple of politicians I've considered to be honest. I guess I won't name them specifically here, but I've certainly seen a couple of politicians that I would say come across as honest. But maybe that's just because I agree with them. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm not honest.
Okay, well, for instance, this might come as something as a surprise to you, considering my views and you share quite a lot of them. I think Jeremy Corbyn's honest.
Yeah,
I don't agree with his takes.
yeah,
all.
that's why.
But I think he believes what he's saying.
Yeah, that's why he gets criticised so hard, because he honestly seems to support open terrorists and stuff like that.
I vehemently disagree with what he thinks.
Yeah,
but I believe he honestly thinks it.
Yeah, because if he was being dishonest, he would hide the fact that he supports, Hamas and the IRA
Precisely,
and stuff like that. Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. So yeah, but his ideas are.
My former friend, who was a very, very, very hardcore leftist, absolutely loved him, and like said, well, Corbyn this, Corbyn that, and like. But you're going to say that he's lying, blah blah. Like, no, I'm not going to say he's lying. I don't agree with what he's saying, but I believe he believes what he's saying. I'm not calling him a liar. I might be calling him an idiot, but I'm not calling him a liar.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. But you would never vote for him because you don't want his ideas to be.
Whereas Keir Starmer, I would call a liar.
He's absolute.
And Rachel Reeves and Angela Rayner, I would call criminals.
Right.
Yeah.
What would you call David Lammy?
Make asylums great again.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. 100%. I could have got.
But yeah, I mean, to a certain degree, even though I despise nearly every word that comes out of his mouth, I do have a begrudging respect for Corbyn because I believe he is telling what he believes to be the truth.
Yeah.
And he couldn't have been worse than Starmer.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, gosh. I mean, if Andy Burnham actually gets in on that by-election, and he actually gets to replace Starmer, Do you think that's going to actually affect Labour's electability in the 2029?
Well, if you remember when the Tory party started changing prime ministers without calling an election, and Angela Rayner called them out on it, that's going to be the interesting thing, because what is she going to say if they change prime ministers without calling an election?
Yeah.
Is she going to stick by her guns and say, no, we need an election now because we've changed the prime minister? Or is she just going to smoke a British cigarette and sit there looking slightly hungover and grin like a Cheshire cat?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think Andy Burnham's going to affect Labour's electability for sure. And
No.
it'll just be the kids. Yeah, it's not necessarily the fault of Keir Starmer. I don't think it's just the whole sort of the fact that the Labour Party got in because nobody wanted the Tories anymore. And,
Yeah.
it's all a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is a topic, not the tangent we've gone off on, although I'm sure it will come back up. But
Sorry, yeah,
I think this freebie thing is a topic that we should probably explore in some more detail on Shitegeist tomorrow night.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when was the last time you actually watched something on Freeview? Did you actually watch broadcast television? I mean, you're a YouTuber, so
I mean, I put it on in the background,
okay.
like, maybe reruns of sitcoms or whatever.
Yeah,
But I don't actively watch it. Like, I haven't had a TV license since 2013. But I moved into my friend's house and he has a TV license, so I don't need one. But
right. I think
because it's done by household, it's not done by But I mean, if
I don't even know what channels are available on Freeview nowadays. I think the last time I watched anything on television, it was like Dave I was watching constantly, because it was
Yeah, Dave
reruns
was
of Top
good.
Gear. It was reruns of Top Gear, and it was
Yeah,
Whose Line Is It Anyway, and things like that.
and I used to watch E4 doing reruns of Big Bang and How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
I say watch. I had them on in the background while I was working on stuff, but
Yeah.
I put them on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like
I
I
had
said,
like cooking shows, Come Dine With Me, and Hell's Kitchen is something that I really liked.
oh yeah.
Still do. But yeah, I think if I got my own place again, I would not buy a TV license.
Yeah. You don't need. I mean, at the moment, you don't need one. Because there's plenty of streaming services that you don't need a license to watch. So I mean, that's how I do it. The only things I watch are YouTube videos. Honestly, that's pretty much all I watch. But I've got Amazon Prime, but I don't actually watch anything on it. So
I do actually. You've got some quite good stuff on there.
well, I mean, I especially don't watch Rings of Power.
Oh no! Fuck that shit.
I'll ever watch
No,
that.
I mean, they've got loads of classic movies and things, and
Yeah.
I think that's the one that House is on as well. Certainly, The Good Doctor's on there as well.
Oh, is House on? Okay, I might look into that actually because I quite enjoyed House. I remember seeing it.
I think House is on Amazon.
I might look at it.
It's certainly on one of them because it's like I pay for one service and my house pays for the other.
Yeah.
So we've kind of got most of them. So
Yes.
yeah, because again, it's the same fucking house. So that's how they charge it.
Right.
But yeah, I would really recommend watching House. Like, it's probably my most rewatched TV show apart from Buffy and Red Dwarf.
Yes, I did watch. I did watch a few episodes of House. Hugh Laurie is a kind of a revelation in that. He done so well in
Oh,
America
he was
with
brilliant.
that.
Did
Yeah,
you know that the director specifically wanted an American actor? He said he didn't want somebody doing an impression of an American. He wanted an American actor. And he'd never heard of Hugh Laurie, and he chose his audition tape.
that's wild. Isn't that
That's
crazy?
it's completely true.
That's
You can look
crazy.
it up. That's factually true.
That's crazy. No, but he was. He was very good. He was very sardonic. He had that
Yeah,
dry wit going on.
it really is one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, I would love to do a deep dive into it. That, like, the same way Will's done with Red Dwarf.
yeah,
But I want to do that with the X Files as well.
yeah.
God, I'm going to have to live to be really, really old if I'm going to do all the shows that I want to do, aren't I?
To cover all these things and all the films that Will wants to cover as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
when's Will back? By the way, is he back on tomorrow or?
He said no Tuesday and Thursday this week. It will be the weekend.
Oh, okay.
The the Scarface the Scarface movie review is definitely happening on Sunday. There may or may not be a catch up WTF live on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But yeah, Sundays definitely gonna have them.
Yeah, yeah. No, I've definitely noticed Will not streaming as often.
Oh,
It's
it's just temporary because he's got his new job, and like he's having to catch up with all the stuff that they needed doing.
oh, okay.
Once he's caught up with the stuff that they needed doing, he's going to go back to doing WTF live as well.
Yeah, that's good.
But I don't think Hyperdrive Time will be coming back anytime soon. But WTF live will be.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, his absence is you know he is missed. He definitely because he was on all the time before. Now he's not.
Yeah,
It's like
it was 6 days a week, wasn't it?
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
But yeah, he's got a really good job that he wants to keep.
Sure.
So that's completely understandable. And obviously, like, I've gone back to work as well, so my output's gone down quite a lot as well.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying out like these other time slots. This review, I'm hoping to do this on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Sure.
And when Will's show comes back, that's fine as well, because we'll be absolutely done and dusted by then. Because
Yeah.
that'd be what, in about 45 minutes Will would normally start, I think. So, and we've already gone 15 minutes over what we were supposed to, so that's not going to be a problem.
Sure. Sure.
And and the other new show, Lightgeist, on Wednesdays, which was going to happen last night, but unfortunately, Sardok got stuck at work and had things to deal with. So
Oh, well.
we're actually going to do that tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But not normally that will be like this. Like, for any of you guys from the Shitegeist crew who are around can drop in whenever you like.
Okay.
Normally, but this one episode is just me and Sardok recounting our experiences at Tommy Robinson's rally.
Perfect.
After
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
it'll be for everyone.
Perfect. No, that's fine. I'm actually glad I didn't miss it yesterday then, because I was not available yesterday.
Yeah.
I had appointments.
I felt really ill as well. I was kind of glad that Sardok had to call it off, because like I was like basically like I get up at 4, yeah,
Yeah.
and to be on the shop floor by 5.
Yeah.
So I'm working delivery, and like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, I'm absolutely trundling along, like really, really, really good. Everything's going well. The other staff who I'm kind of semi in command of is doing a really good job. We're hitting targets. We're getting everything done. 7:30,
Just okay.
and and you know, I'm sick. I'm getting like hot and cold sweats. Like nose is starting to run, and I'm dizzy, and like
Okay.
yeah. And I didn't start feeling better until like after we started this show. It lasted more than 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
Like about half an hour into this show, I started feeling better.
Okay, well, you had it very well then, sir. You
Yeah.
did all right.
Like if nobody took up the call to come on the show with me, then I would have said, "Hey, if no one's about, I'll just concentrate on behind the scenes stuff." So
Okay.
I'm very grateful that you that you decided it was time to come back on, because otherwise the show wouldn't have happened. I would have just said, "Nah, I'm sick. I'm just going to concentrate on behind the scenes stuff."
Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I feel as if I've kind of dragged you into something that you weren't
Drag me
helping
into
for.
something that I needed to be dragged into.
Oh, right. Okay. Well.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'm terrible for, oh, if I don't feel very well, I'm just not going to do anything, unless it's a job that I actually lose if I don't show up.
Right.
You know, so yeah, I you know,
Yeah,
I need to be egged on like this. Yeah,
You don't want to be screaming when you're feeling unwell, though. So, but I'm glad if I turned out to be a good influence for a change.
yeah,
'Cause
absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
good. That's good then. That's good then. I don't think I don't think the chat noticed that you weren't well then, because I didn't know. I didn't realize you weren't 100%. I thought you were tip top, sir. But
Oh, cheers.
no, I thought you.
Yeah, I mean, I've been practicing, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm getting more and more used to the streaming lark.
Okay.
I think the biggest revelation came on Shitegeist a couple of weeks ago, when I noticed something when I was loading up the article that we were supposed to be going over, and we ended up actually covering breaking news that had broken while we'd been live.
Yeah.
That's when I thought, do you know what? I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Yeah, I mean, you already had sort of roots in being an entertainer, and you've got the sort of show must go on mentality, because that's what I've got that as well.
Yeah.
And I've been in the
Indeed.
midst of a show that broke down and tried to rescue it and stuff like that. Not like a YouTube show or anything like that, but an actual sort of show in a venue sort of thing. So, and I think, yeah, you're the same. You know, it's the show must go on. We're here. We're doing it. We're doing it live.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, do you know where it comes from? When I was a kid, the Big Breakfast on Channel 4 was big,
Right. This
and
way.
like I looked at Chris Evans and Gabby Logan, and I thought, I want that job. That's what I want to do.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of holding together the chaos.
Was it? No, not Gabby Logan. Gabby Roslin. Shut up, Rhoda. Gabby Roslin.
Yeah. Who's Gabby Lowe?
Not that there's anything wrong with Gabby Logan, but
Was it not also Johnny Vaughan and Denise Van Outen?
and Denise Van Outen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took over, and they were good as well.
They were good too. Yeah. Denise Van Outen, she was quite the
But
thing.
it was certainly watching Chris Evans and Gabby Roslin that I decided that I wanted to present a TV show.
Yeah. Yeah. He's very aspirational, Chris Evans, sure.
Yeah.
Yes, Stephen Bromby agrees. Gabby Roslin. I see. I was more Denise Van Outen. I don't know. If we're comparing,
I mean, Denise Van Outen was a good actress as well.
yeah.
But I think Gabby Roslin was a better TV presenter.
Thanks, Gabby Roslin. Did she
I
not
liked both of them.
Did
But,
Gabby Roslin do Robot Wars at one point as well? Am I making that up?
did she?
I feel like she did. I felt like she was like in the pit area or something in
She might have been.
Robot Wars.
I know. What was it? Fiona Phillips did it.
Fiona Phillips did it. I feel I'm looking this up.
Did I mean Fiona Phillips?
Gabby, Rosalind.
No, Philip. Oh, God, I can't remember.
Robot.
Philippa Forrester. I probably mean Philippa Forrester.
Stretch.
I can never remember celebrities' names, for fuck's sake.
I might be wrong. Craig Charles, Jonathan Pierce did the voiceover.
Yeah,
Daryl
and
O'Brien. What?
Jeremy Clarkson was the presenter before Craig Charles.
He was, yes, for like one series. Yeah.
Yeah,
Apparently
I do mean Philippa Forrester. I've looked her up. I recognise her face.
Okay, was it Philippa Forrester? Okay, I might have mistaken her then for Gabby Roslin. Let's see. I'm not seeing. Oh, Julia Reed was on it as well. Okay, Philippa Forrester, Julia Reed, and Jane Middlemiss. Oh, okay. Okay, no, so okay, so, yeah, no, Gabby.
Oh,
Roslin.
check this out. Check this. Ooh. Oh no. Fucking website security. Oh.
You are not a robot. Click the I'm not a robot thing.
God, yeah. I now have a robot having a war with me. Good Lord.
It's the internet. The internet is coming for us all. We will be devoured by it. We will be devoured by it. And the Online Safety Act. And we will need to prove our age before the internet devours us.
The fucking internet.
What are you looking up?
Fucking internet. There we go. There's Philippa Forrester and Jeremy Clarkson presenting Robot Wars. Let's share that because, yeah.
There you go. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's who I meant. Why did I think that was Gabby Roslin?
And who the fuck is Fiona Phillips?
Sounds like she could be a newsreader.
Probably.
Fiona Phillips.
Yeah, she stayed on when Craig Charles took over. Yeah, that is true.
Look how young Jeremy Clarkson is in that picture. Holy shit.
Yeah. Groofer says Hammond, Clarkson, and May still my favourite presenters.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not going to fault you on that, sir.
Chemistry on that show was so good, man. The BBC totally screwed up when they ditched Clarkson.
Oh, apparently Fiona Phillips was a newsreader.
Oh, really?
Okay. That's probably right. Gosh.
That was my thing. I was writing songs about newsreaders, but it was like newsreaders in Scotland, and I wrote songs about the main newsreader on Reporting Scotland. She was called Jackie Bird, and I wrote a song about her, and also wrote songs about the Weather Girl and the sports presenter Hazel Irvine.
I tried to write a song about Blue Peter presenters once, but there's not much you can get away with that rhymes with Connie Huck.
But I like it.
It's funny because it's true. I actually did try to do that.
I managed to include Valerie Singleton and Peter Purvis in one of my songs, but that's because I come from the old Blue Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we could think of things that rhyme with like John Noakes and Simon Groom, and yeah. Okay, we're going down the Blue Peter rabbit hole. That's not a rabbit hole that we want.
Yeah, we can't do that. We can't do that. not unless we actually make a plan and have some kind of structure.
No. Yeah. Yeah, but no, but oh gosh, I'm doing Little Britain again.
But I mean, that's a really good picture, isn't it?
It is. It is. I remember Robot Wars very well. I watched that religiously, even when Craig Charles was going awooga all the time.
Yeah.
Awooga.
I remember one time when somebody had a robot that was designed as a scutter, and Craig Charles was like, I wonder what a scutter is.
No.
We all know what a scutter is, Craig. Do you not think the same people who are watching people fight each other with remote control robots on BBC Two, do you not think they're the same people who are watching Red Dwarf on BBC Two?
Yep.
Trust me, we're the same fucking people.
Yes.
We
Yes.
know what a fucking scutter is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really care, Margaret.
Yeah, there was a lot of good robots in Robot Wars. Panic Attack, Chaos 2, Razor. What else? What was the one? It was the Irish one that was covered in fur that everyone set on fire. Why did you cover your robot in fur? I don't know.
Right, it is kind of time to get to outros. Do you have anything you want to say to the ladies and gentlemen and nobody else?
Nobody else. Body type 3. Are there any body type 3s in the audience?
Body type 3 to reception. Body type 3 to reception. Your psychiatrist is ready to meet you.
Yes.
Please hold your arms forward for the straight suit.
I just want to say thank you for everyone for showing up and for keeping the chat busy and stuff. That's great to see. I'm enjoying that I seem to have been promoted above my ability and to appearing actually on a stream rather than just being in chat. But that's Rhoda's fault. Thank you, Rhoda. Thank you for having me. And we will probably see you tomorrow night, is it? 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
British
Well,
time. Yeah. Or 1 o'clock in the morning for
1 a.m. 1 a.m.
So what is that? About for maths? About 9 hours from now, something like that.
Yeah, 9 hours.
About 9 hours from now in Noise Pollution's chat, and hopefully see you all there as well. And yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much. So obviously with with my work and everything, I've kind of had to restructure the channel. At the moment, the plan is to do this show, The Second Mouse, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2 p.m. UK. Shitegeist will go on as normal at 10 p.m. on Friday, but not on Wednesday because I can't because of work. But in place of that, there is the Lightgeist, a shorter 1 hour show, kind of a similar thing, but just for 1 hour. Usually me and Sardak, but the others are invited if they're about, and that's at 6 p.m. UK on Wednesday. And then I can't do the Monday/Tuesday morning for me show on Noise's channel anymore, but I hope everybody else can. And tonight we have Noise's show, Thursday Night Noise, which of course for us is Friday morning noise. Will be at 1 a.m. UK, and tomorrow we will have the Shitegeist at 10 p.m. as it's always been, and before that at 6 p.m. we will have the delayed episode of the Lightgeist at 6 p.m., which again will only be 1 hour, but that's that was delayed because Sardoc had some issues at work and then with some animals, so these things happen, and that will just as a one-off, be just me and Zardoc recounting our experiences from the rally. Normally that will be an open door for all of our regular Shitegeist panelists if they want to drop in, but this one particular episode is just going to be me and Zardoc. Hope you'll tune in for that. I'll be on Will of the Fans show on Sunday, where we'll be reviewing Scarface, and maybe there'll be a show on Saturday as well. And again, me and Zardoc are planning on doing a gaming stream on Saturday, either before or after that, or during it if it doesn't take place. You know, everybody's up in the air at the moment. Me and Will have both gone back to work, so it's kind of baby steps, trying to work out who can do what. Hopefully you'll stick with us. Hopefully you don't get too frustrated in not knowing where and when we'll be. Hopefully I've cleared that up a little bit. Thank you very much for coming, everybody. We got Groofus and Stephen still in chat. In fact, chat is mostly Groofus and Stephen. Oh, discussing still. And Kelly Miller. And now we're going back over an hour, so I guess that's everyone who's here. Thank you everyone who's been here, everyone who just dropped in, anyone who's been lurking. I did notice the view count was higher than the number of people in chat, so there have been people lurking. Thank you very much. Hope you can like and subscribe, and yeah, also please follow Will and please follow Noise Pollution, and we will see you at about 1 a.m. Yeah, I know, right? But I'm not working tomorrow, so
I don't really care, Margaret.
But yeah, thank you very, very much for coming. I haven't updated the outro yet because, oh, what did I just say? I've been working.
yeah. But yeah,
So-
party at Noises later. Be there. Bring a bottle.
Yep. Indeed. So take care, everybody. Good night. God bless. Good night. It feels like night to me because I've been up since 4 a.m. and I'm about to go to sleep so I can be awake for Noise's show. Okay.
Yep.
See you from my point of view tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Oh, Mr. Brains pork faggots, they're the best in town. Sizzling in the pan, they never let you down. Juicy, savory, packed with flavor, oh so fine. Grab a plate of faggots, it's dinner time. With a hint of spice, they comfort food supreme. Mashed spuds and gravy, it's a foodie's dream. From the heart of Britain, tradition in each bite. Mr. Brains pork faggots make your evening right. Yo, check it, Mr. Brains pork faggots, we setting the scene. Plate stacked high, it's the king of cuisine. Sizzle in the skillet, got that savory glow. Juicy bone flavor make your taste buds flow. From the block to the table, it's a straight up delight. Mash with the spuds, yo, we eating tonight. Spice hitting hard, got that old school vibe. British soul food, keep the whole crew live. Ain't no fake, this the real deal vibe. Faggots on the menu, make the evening ignite. Gravy dripping smooth, it's a flavor attack. Mr. Brains in the game, and we ain't holding back. Yeah, get them faggots, let's eat. Get them faggots, let's eat. Get them faggots, let's eat. Oh, Mr. Brains pork faggots, they're the best in town. Sizzling in the pan, they never let you down. Juicy, savory, packed with flavor, oh so fun. Grab a plate of faggots, it's dinner time.